I was interviewing this writer recently, and we were chatting after our conversation, after the recorded conversation, and she told me the story that she heard from a publicist friend of her. And publicists, they used to, I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but it used to that sometimes a very famous author would have a dinner where he would or she would be the guest of honor, and then there would be publicists and booksellers and people who aren't authors there to appreciate them and I don't know, help promote the work. I'm not quite sure what the point of the dinner was. Oh, actually, I think the point of the dinners was to a sort of reward to the non to for the publicists and booksellers to get to meet in person and have a small intimate experience with this famous author. Okay, so one such dinner was happening, and the author, who has since sort of fallen out of favor, uh, began this dinner. This is incredible. Going around the table and saying, "Why don't you tell me what you like most about my work?" Hmm? Actually said those words out of his mouth. Unbelievable. And as I heard that, I was reminded of the time I went to a book, a reading. It was a poetry reading, but I was reading some prose pieces, and it was at AWP. It was happening here in Seattle, and there was this one old poet. He was probably 80, but he did a reading. He was great. It was really a great reading. He had a great voice, very natural reader. It's not always easy to do, but he was wonderful. I genuinely enjoyed his reading, and there were a lot. He'd been published everywhere, man. He'd been published in the New York Times, Harper's, Paris Review. He'd had a great career as a poet. You know, really not easy to do, but he did it. And he was there. And afterwards, because I was one of the few people who lived in Seattle, and all these people had flown in to attend the conference, after a dinner that we all had, I drove a bunch of people back to their hotels, including this guy. And he was the last one in the car, and he was behind me, the old poet. And as soon as it was just the two of us, and the second to last person had gotten out, it's just me and him in the back. He leans forward and he says to me, "What did you think of my reading?" And I thought, oh my God, why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me what I thought of you? Why are you looking for my approval? And I told him, "Oh yeah, it was a good reading." He said, "Yes, I do know how to read." He went, and I couldn't believe it. But when I think of that poet, and I think of the author asking everybody what they liked about his work, it occurred to me, you got to make up your mind at some point that you're going to stop looking for other people's approval. And look, you think the dream, I think for artists, and I suppose I've fallen into that, is that at some point you'll receive so much adulation, so much appreciation that you'll finally say, yeah, 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 I get it. I get it. Okay, people like me, people like my stuff, right? But I can assure you that both of these authors had received plenty of that in their life. And it's not enough. It's never enough. It's a drug. Yes, it is. All that sort of adulation, it's a drug. And they couldn't get enough of it. So you got to make a decision as an artist in particular, as a person, but boy, as an artist, because so much of our livelihood and our work is about sharing stuff and hoping other people like it and wanting to share it with people and have them be moved by it the way we were moved by other people's works of art, the way we were moved by the work that we created. But you can't, you've got to make a decision not to spend your life looking for it. You may not, maybe you don't suffer with that. That's fine. But it's something a lot of us have to contend with. A lot of us have to contend with. And it's a choice. It's never going to come from getting enough. You will never be satisfied. It is a bottomless pit. So you've just got to decide that it's like the great painter. Oh God, I'm blanking on her name. I'm blanking on her name. Oh God, dang it. Pause. Like the great painter Georgia O'Keeffe said, she said once, "I decided for myself, and that was it. Praise and criticism went down the same drain, and I was free." That's what we all have to decide. Praise and criticism down the same drain. It's constant practice. I have to keep practicing it. I have to keep practicing it and keep practicing it, but it is worth it because freedom is what we're looking for. And that's the only way you're ever going to have it. It's a true story. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I know you want to be free. I want to be free. We are free. We just got to live it. So if you don't want to miss a dose of this, subscribe. Helps the channel, helps me. And That way it helps you, I hope, so you don't miss anything. And if you like it, say so. I do love to hear from you. So until next week, this is Bill Kenower. Stay fearless.